were several questions dealing with taxation and the millage rate. If consolidation occurs and the tax millage rate goes up, what will the remedy be? What is Troup County's current education millage rate?
I have no idea. When I went there as superintendent, it had been in the 15 to 18 range. Right prior to my coming there, the superintendent for 2 years lowered it to 10.5 and took all the money from the reserve fund. We then raised it to 13.5, and I have no idea where it is now. It's probably, I would guess, with the way the economy is, probably in the 15+ range.
It's 18.850. I got a tax bill in my pocket.
I would not doubt that. That sounds about it. But there are a lot of other school districts in Georgia that's in that same area.
Ours is all weather.
Did city residents' millage decline or increase as a result of combining both systems and spreading those costs over the entire county?
They paid for their school district out of, part of it was they own their own utilities, and they funded us, so they had to pay whatever millage the county paid, and the millage rate then became countywide for city and county residents. But then the city picked up all the money they've been giving to the schools out of their utility projects.
Students are bused in Troup County. How much was the increase in the budget for transportation costs alone?
I really am not sure. It did go up because of the methodology we put in place a thing called control choice, where parents chose their elementary school within the proximity zones, but then some other children had to be bused. Do you remember how much? It did go up though.
Did property values go up as well as taxes went down for all in Troup County, or is that a true statement?
I can't remember property taxes ever going
Did consolidation promote the integration of neighborhoods, or did they remain segregated? And did Troup County relocate government housing projects? Do you think CUEE's plan for integration and diversity will require busing like in Troup County?
What we ended up doing was, with the 3 high schools and the 3 middle schools that fed them, we made sure in every one of those 3 zones there were former elementary schools from each of the city and county, so that it wasn't a former city district that is a city district or a former county district. There were city and county kids that way in each of the 3 zones. I have a map. If anybody wants to see it, I'll be glad to share with you. 54 miles from county line to county line, so you pretty much, transportation here stayed within this one, stayed within that one, and stayed within that one. You didn't go all over the county. But that, anybody wants to look at it as well when we get through.
Thank you. These are questions that are basically directed to CUEE and members of the Chamber of Commerce. A comment by a Chamber member on the 2008 survey stated, leave the schools alone and get back to the business sector. Changing the school system structure is not going to solve any problems. Let's work on the solutions. What is the Chamber going to give up in order to get back to the business, bringing business to this area?
I'll take a step. I'll take a stab at that. I'm Tom Gooding. I'm chairman of the board this year of the Chamber of Commerce. I would respectfully disagree with the premise in that question. Chamber of Commerce is about developing the economy and being the voice of business in our community. education is, as many of our speakers have said tonight, is an integral part of our economy and business. Without education, you don't have the chicken, and you're not going to get the egg. So again, I respectfully disagree that business does not have an important interest in education for all of our community.
Another response on that 2008 survey made by a chamber member commented that they were doubtful that a unified system would fairly support schools located within the city. How do you respond to that statement?
Well, again, we're all entitled to our opinions. I think that a unified school system will provide an important platform for improving educational outcomes. Will unification be a silver bullet in and of itself? No, but our studies show, and we've heard from the experience of Truth County and LaGrange, that it does improve the community and education.
If the city and county school systems are against consolidation, why is the chamber pushing this agenda?
I can't speak for why both the school boards have decided quite firmly not to engage in a dialogue, not to engage in any planning. I'll let them speak for themselves on that. The reason the chamber is through various committee activities supporting unification is because we think it's best for our community and best for education in our community.
What's your education?